Mirthwood is basically another long line of farming likes and simulated world games. And this sort of like, as I was looking at the Steam description and watching the trailer, and this sort of reminded me of what Coral Island did, which was sort of step up this level of immersiveness where you're in a game, right? Where in Coral Island, which I find 90% of the time, where you're running around, you'll never see an event occur more than once. You'll never see someone say the same thing more than once. And I mean, in 60, I'm almost 62 hours in the game, and no one has repeated a line of dialogue to me, right? Uh, which is pretty amazing. And I think this is what Mirthwood is doing. What Mirthwood is doing is sort of taking this element, putting it in another hot cell and saying, let's simulate everything, every character. Let's give them their own lives and what they're gonna do for you over 30, 40, 50-hour playthrough of the game. So Mirthwood is just a game that has a really, really cool art style. And you're sort of you put in this place. You get to do all the things you typically do in the game. And I'm sorry, I'm repeating a lot of the stuff that I said in other games. Is basically you get to raise crops, you get to go out, explore, and try things. One of the cool things if you're looking at the Steam page of the game is that they have this really cool interaction system. Like in Coral Island, in Stardew Valley, in Harvest, what is it called, Story of Seasons on the Switch. Basically, it's like, hey, dialogue, choose 1, 2, or 3. In this game, they seem to have like a system where it's like chat, influence, joke about somebody. You have a bunch of options to talk to somebody, and sort of like categories. And when you click on a category, it's like, okay, oh man, your mama so fat she works out the moon, that sort of stuff. But probably not that kind of joke though. Um, so it's got a really cool dialogue system, and that's one of the things that they highlight. If you go onto YouTube, you Google Mirthwood, you find the channel, which I think that's the one thing YouTube sort of sucks at. We're kind of lucky with middle-aged gaming. When you Google middle-aged gaming, we're usually number one these days, not like a year ago. But like when you Google Mirthwood, you're going to see IGN first. You're going to see game breaks and game trailers, right? And you have to go all the way down. But when you go onto their channel, you'll find a bunch of videos. And on those videos, the thing that really sets this game apart from other sort of farming lives and games is this dialogue, interaction, influence system. Like you can sort of say, hey, I heard this guy is cheating on that guy with this guy's wife. Something like that, I don't know. Some really messed up love quadrangle sort of situation. Like there's a lot of cool interactions. Reminds me of a game that Rantaran talked about at one point. But like the ring worlds, it sort of takes up the interaction and dialogue system a step up from your typical farming, lifesome, adventure, explore, fighting game. That's something I hope my time at Evershine does, though I know that's not going to happen. It was not on their sort of list of things to do, and people tend to not like that kind of system in a sense. But I'm excited for Mirthwood. When I have time to play it is another story.